Welcome back. We have a special guest joining us this morning. It's L.A. County Sheriff Robert Luna. And Sheriff, first off, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we're starting on a difficult topic. We want to pass along our condolences. All of us here at ABC 7 want to pass along our thoughts and wishes for the 4 deputies who you lost due to suicide. 1 is bad enough. How do you answer 4?
It's tragic. And we're a department that's hurting right now. And we lost 2 deputies, 1 custody assistant, and 1 retiree. At the end of the day, they're still part of our family. So number 1, it does remind people like myself to remind our audiences how difficult policing is. It is a challenge. If you think about these men and women who volunteer, they take an oath to serve and protect. And this job isn't easy. And the daily trauma that they go through every day, and I've got to tell you, the men and women of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department do an amazing job under very difficult circumstances. So many things that go wrong in society fall on us, whether it's mental illness, addiction, poverty, the lack of education. We can go on and on. But they are the ones doing it. They're doing it every day. And unfortunately, that takes a toll. So for somebody in my position as an executive of a large department, we have to make sure that we have the resources available to make sure that every employee who needs help has that help available. And I'm very proud to say that we do have psychological services available to all of our employees 24/7. I just have to make sure that everybody knows they're there and they're willing to accept that help.
And that right there is so it's an app that officers can go to,
Yes.
deputies can go to, yes?
We have a psychological services bureau of 23 psychologists, and this is part of the application that they put out there, just to get the word out that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. But there is a stigma with mental health all across the board, and we have to do a better job to make sure every employee knows that we're here to support them when they need help.
And I know that is just a wonderful app. You've almost been in office now for about a year, next month. Happy
Yes.
anniversary.
Thank you.
You had a lot of work to do to repair some fractured relationships. There was a very antagonistic relationship between a bunch of different agencies within politics, within the Sheriff's Department. How is that going? How have you been doing with that?
That was one of our top priorities, is to come in, and the challenges are well documented, not to point fingers, but at the end of the day, mine was to do some problem solving, repair relationships that were fractured, whether it was with the Board of Supervisors, our civilian oversight, Inspector General, the list goes on and on. But at the end of the day, my primary function as your sheriff is that I have to have good relationships, because at the end of the day, in order to best serve this community, I have to have the resources to do that. That means staffing, training, equipment, technologies, and I can only do that by building and maintaining relationships, not only here locally, but at the state level and federal level, so I can represent this community to the best of my abilities.
Now, the community wants to feel safe. How do you get them to feel safe once again when a lot of the pre-arraignment release protocols, while statistically may be working, when you as a citizen are watching television, you see a violent crime that happens and then the charges aren't what you think they might be, or somebody is out of jail much more quickly than you felt they should be. How do you make people feel safe when they see smash and grab robberies?
Fundamentally, again, as your sheriff's department, we have to make sure people know that when a crime occurs, we want you to report it. You see something, you say something, and you see these videos, and they're very disturbing. And it does make people feel unsafe. But they need to know that the Sheriff's Department is going to respond. We're going to investigate. The goal is, somebody commits a crime, we need to hold them accountable. People want to make sure that they're either going to get arrested, cited, they're going to end up in court, and a lot of times people believe that is not happening, and in some instances it may not be. So our job is to do our job and then bring to the attention of anybody else, somebody who may not be doing their job, but at the end of the day, our job is to keep people safe, and that's our goal.
There's so much more to talk about, but we've run out of time. Sheriff Luna, thanks for joining us. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna with us today, and welcome aboard. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Phil.
Giovanna?
All right, thanks, Philip and Sheriff Luna.